Welcome to another episode of the Profitable Home Services Podcast. Once again, I'm so glad that you have joined us today. And we really want to bring a little holiday cheer to you today. So let's talk about cash flow, profitability, and count down the 12 profitable days of Christmas. We're all familiar with the song, The 12 Days of Christmas, and now I'm sure you've got it going through your head and you'll be thinking or singing it for the rest of the day. But today I'd like to share with you 12 small but mighty actions that you can take to finish your year strong and then start the new year with confidence. So grab your hot cocoa, crank up some Christmas tunes. I've got my Christmas lights on, and let's plug those profit leaks one day at a time. Okay, on our first day of the 12 profitable days of Christmas is let's have a profitable year. So to do that, we need to pull out our numbers and dig into them. Pull out your profit and loss, your balance sheet, identify something that was improved over the course of the year, and then celebrate your progress. All too often, we forget to celebrate the milestones, the successes, the things in our business that way. So celebrate those things that have gotten better. You can print a comparative profit and loss statement of this year to last year and look and see which numbers have grown better. While you're there, let's identify a couple areas we want to focus on for the new year. Day number two techs upselling. So our focus on this day is to increase that average ticket price and not just be happy with what the main basic job is. Be looking for areas where you can service your customers better. Not just because you want to upsell them on something, but we want to be servicing them better, offering them what they actually need. They may not even know that they need it. And oftentimes we have to give them what they want to be able to show them what they need. So train your team to present three options on every job, a good, better, best option before the year ends. Get some of that year end training in right now. And let's get those techs upselling. Okay, we're moving on. Day number three. 3 booked weeks is our theme for day number 3. Let's build out some scheduling consistency. Are you booked out for at least a couple weeks in advance? Or in our case here for day 3, 3 weeks in advance. So pre-schedule some maintenance calls, especially if this is your slower time of year, depending on where you are in the US, or schedule some follow-up calls for January and February to smooth out cash flow after the holidays. So how creative can you be to start thinking about scheduling some of these calls, reaching out to your current customer list? All too often they get forgotten because we spend so much of our time chasing after new customers. So let's reach out to those existing customers. They may not have heard from you for a while. Reach out with some thank you cards or Christmas cards or something along that way. And then let's see if we can't book some maintenance calls or follow-up calls. Day number 4, we're looking for 4 5-star reviews. And our focus for this day is to really strengthen your online reputation. So, if you don't already have a bunch of 5-star reviews, can you ask 4 of your happy customers to leave a review this week and then personally thank them? Reach out, pick up the phone and call them. Tell them thank you for leaving that review. So let's get a bunch of 5-star reviews going across the country this week on day number 4. Day number 5, 5 golden leads. Our focus here is following up on unconverted estimates. So revisit the open quotes in your CRM and make those follow-up calls before the year end. You may not be able to get all the jobs accomplished before the end of the year, but what if you could use them to fill in your January and February, which tend to be slower months in a lot of the home services area? So follow up on those unconverted estimates. There's gold sitting there. You just got to go dig for it sometimes. Day number 6, 6 maintenance plans sold. The whole theme for this day is to build recurring revenue. I don't know if that's a big part of your business or not, but if it's not, you're leaving money on the table. It's also a nice way for your customer base to see you at least 2 or 3 times a year. And it builds that relationship, it strengthens it, it lets them know that you care. And one of the ways that you care is you come through periodically and you check their system, whatever it might be. So build some recurring revenue by selling at least 6 maintenance plans. Offer a simple holiday special on maintenance plans to get some customers enrolled. Here again, you can fulfill them in January and February when things tend to be a little bit slower. Great way to get some recurring revenue built up. And also, if you're thinking about exiting your company at any time, recurring revenue maintenance plans are um, a huge part of getting a good deal on selling your company because buyers want to see that recurring revenue sitting out there. Here we go. That's on to day number 7. 7 calls converting. So our focus on this day is boosting your booking rate. So can you listen to a few recorded calls with your CSRs? Can you just sit back and pick up a recording, spend some time, and then spend time with them talking about their tone, their confidence, their urgency? How did they deal with the people? What are their customer service skills sounding like? Are there scripts that you need to be giving them so that they convert those calls when they come through? So such an important part in most home service businesses, and it's one that often doesn't get the attention that it needs, is those training for your CSRs. They can make or break your company. So we really want to put some effort and thought into them. Day 7, 7 calls converting. Day 8 is 8 trucks are rolling. So we want to optimize your scheduling and your dispatch. Are you using your CRM to make sure that your trucks are not running back and forth across town and crisscrossing back and forth, wasting what we call windshield time, wasting fuel, wasting just time? Your techs get frustrated because they're crossing back and forth across town. So optimize your scheduling, get your dispatch crew trained on how to do that. Use your CRM. A lot of the CRMs offer this in them now. Review those routes for any inefficiencies. Can we combine 2 jobs in a similar area and reduce that travel time? This is what I see as a huge profit leak when I'm working with home service businesses. Okay, moving on. Day number 9, 9 leads returning. This focus is on customer reactivation. Have you ever sent out a "we miss you" email or a text to past customers who haven't booked this year? Something to think about. There's gold in your customer list. And just because they haven't reached out, it might be because they've forgotten about you. And I know that's hard to think about. That, what do you mean they've forgotten about me? Well, they probably have if you're not reaching out to them consistently and trying to keep a warm relationship there. So hit your customer list. Get somebody on your team to hit your customer list and identify some clients who haven't booked anything this year and put together an email or a postcard or something and let's get it out there and see if we can't pull in some jobs for you. Day number 10, 10 techs high-fiving. This focus is on your team culture and your morale. What about hosting a short year-end meeting where you can share wins, shout out your different team members, and review what went right in 2025? What would that do to your team morale? Do you have a company culture of sharing the wins? We all seem to know about when somebody did something wrong, but what about when they do something right? Is there some way you can give that recognition and just let them know, hey, I'm watching. I see these good things that you do. So let's get those guys high-fiving each other and supporting each other and telling them good job. Okay, moving on. Day number 11. 11 costs reducing. This one's a kind of a fun one from my perspective. Not so fun always when the clients are doing it. But the focus on this one is trimming unnecessary expenses. So here's where we want to sit down with your P&L, your profit and loss statement, and we want to dig into vendor subscriptions, any recurring charges that are sitting on your bank account or your credit card, looking at your supply costs, and canceling or renegotiating wherever possible. We really want to spend time cutting back on overhead costs, things that we've purchased but we're really not using. Or even looking around your shop area, is there parts and materials and things like that lying around that have not been used and they need to be gotten rid of? Maybe you can get them sold. Maybe you can donate them if you can't sell them. And just do some sprucing up. Let's start trimming unnecessary items and expenses. Day number 12. 12 profits leaping. So this focus is on a final profit first checkup. Now, for those of you who've listened to me for any length of time, you know I am very much involved in Profit First community. We believe strongly in the concept of having Profit First set up in every home service business because I know it works. Recently, if you pay attention to this podcast, you heard a interview with Sean and Aaron Leary where they talked about how Profit First worked in their company. We did an interview with Rob Conlon, who also talked about how Profit First has saved his business multiple times over the years. I can attest to it in my own company, how it has saved my business multiple times. So if you're unsure about Profit First or how it works, please reach out to me. I'd love to hop on a call with you and just explain the concepts behind Profit First and how it can transform your company. So let's get your Profit First checkup going on. Have you checked your allocation percentages recently? How long has it been since you've checked them? And we're coming up on the end of the year. It's going to be time for a profit allocation in January as we've rounded out the end of fourth quarter. So do one last allocation for the end of the year. Make sure you're hitting those hot and heavy. Most of my clients do them on Monday mornings because it's easy to add up what came in last week. Reward yourself for staying disciplined and maybe even give yourself a little owner's bonus before Christmas. But I would say here's another suggestion is that you reward your team. I know one of my Profit First accounts is Team Care, and I put a certain percentage into that account. And when I take my profit distributions at the end of a quarter, they are able to take a profit distribution as well. And it's a great way to keep your team motivated and reward them for all the hard work that they do to help make you successful. So let me run down through that list one more time. Day 1, a profitable year finally. Day 2, 2 techs upselling. Day 3, 3 booked weeks. Day 4, 4 5-star reviews. Day 5, 5 golden leads. Day 6, 6 maintenance plans sold. Day 7, 7 calls converting. Day 8, 8 trucks are rolling. Day 9, 9 leads returning. Day 10, 10 techs high-fiving. Day 11, 11 costs reducing. And day 12, 12 profits leaping. There you have the 12 profitable days of Christmas. Now, to help you with all of that, because some of you may be driving as you're listening to this particular episode, we've created the 12 days of profitable Christmas action tracker. So we will have that if you'll hop on our site. We'll have that as a tool to give away to you. So whenever point you're listening to this episode, hop down there and download that document so you can check it off and see how you're doing in your company. We really wish you a profitable year for 2025 and an even more profitable year in 2026. And it is possible. And if those that have been following me for a while know that we do special events from time to time, we have our Profit Blueprint Boot Camp. That is a short 6-week sprint as a way to help you get profit first set up in your business and walk away with a 90-day profit blueprint to help set you up for success and profits over the next 90 days. We also have our Profit Transformer program. That is our elite one-on-one coaching program. Underneath that one, we have our Profit Amplifier program, which is our group profit coaching program. This is an amazing group of people across the U.S. as we dig in and we work on the 7 stops within your business where profits leak out the most. Underneath that one, we have our Profit Maximizer program, which is another group program. One of those group programs is aimed at businesses from 1 to 10 million, and the other one is from 11 to 25 million. Trying to segregate things out so you're working on similar types of problems and challenges. Underneath that one, we have our Profitable Home Pros, where we have some pre-recorded videos and things out there that's available for you. I also offer some memberships in our Profit Plus Academy. So we've got lots of different tools and resources for you. There's all kinds of free things on our website, www.profitcoachforyou.com. So be sure and grab some of these things. We are all about giving you tools so that you become what we call wildly profitable. That is our goal because we know that small businesses employ America. Without strong small businesses, our country isn't strong. And we need our country to be strong. So we need you guys to be the top employers out there. We need you hiring the top teams and getting the best results, giving the best customer service, making sure that our citizens are well taken care of in their homes. So with that, that is the 12 days of Christmas, and they are each one actionable ways to help you finish the year profitably. Remember, you don't need great big sweeping changes. We just need daily small steps that add up to massive results. If you'd like help implementing these systems, please reach out and schedule a profit impact call with me. I'd love to help you uncover areas where profit is leaking out of your business and help you build a plan for 2026. And on that note, I'm in the final stages of writing 4 different books that have to do with plugging the profit leaks in 2026. So I'll be diligently finishing up the final touches on that and getting those ready to be able to reach out and share with you guys. So thank you for this and have a great holiday season. Merry Christmas to all. Remember that Jesus is the reason for the season. Without his birth, there'd be no reason to celebrate Christmas. Thank you so much. Have a great Christmas, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the Profitable Home Services podcast. Bye-bye.